Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring, and today is Monday, May 6, 2024. Hey, I just want to do a real quick video here on an intraday trade that I did today using one of my very favorite setup. It's called a return to value with the V1 or a V2 entry. This is a V2, and I'll show you why. But the reason it's called a return to value is, let me highlight the two green lines here. This green line here, this green line here. Anywhere in here is what is called the value zone. In my trading, I never buy above the value zone. I like to buy in the value zone and sell above value, or I like to buy below the value zone and sell in the value zone. What a lot of people do is they buy above the value zone, and then when it comes back to the value zone, they usually get stopped out, and that's generally about the place they want to start buying. So the requirement for a return to value is, first, you need to see the price close above the value zone. So here's the top of the green line. You can see the bar closed above it. We closed above the value zone. That is requirement number one. Requirement number two is we have to come back into the value zone. You can see the very next bar, we came and closed in the value zone. Requirement number three is that we need to have some sideways motion. This is very important. Sideways motion shows that there's an equilibrium between buyers and sellers. We can be above the value zone and come in the value zone and just keep going down below. That's why the third requirement is sideways motion in the value zone. So first requirement, close above the value zone. Second requirement, we come back in the value zone, close back in the value zone. Third requirement is that we need sideways motion. And then when all three of those requirements are met, then I enter the trade with either a V1 or a V2. In this case, I entered here on this bar at 438.93. This is called a V2. A V2 consists of three bars. Bar 1, bar 2. Bar 2 goes below bar 1's low, and then bar 3 closes above bar 1's close. So bar 1, bar 2 goes below bar 1's low, bar 3 closes above bar 1's close. I entered intra bar when it got above the close of bar 1. If you'd like to learn more about V1s, V2s, I have a free video on my YouTube channel. Just type in V1s, V2s. It's a great video. It's been watched a lot of times, and you can get the specifics on V1s or V2s. So I entered here as intra-bar when it triggered the V2. My stop on a V2 is simply a close below the washout bar, in this case, bar 2, halfway of this bar 2, which washed out bar 1. That's why I call it the washout bar. A close below halfway here, close below 438.82. I simply would have gotten out for a loss. I placed my emergency stop 2 ATRs below. About 95% of the time, if you have a losing trade with this approach, it's simply going to be an end of bar stop or the close below halfway of the washout bar. 5% of the time, you'll hit your emergency stop, which is 2 ATRs below. But you can see this, I was in this trade for a little over 20 minutes, entered here 438.93, and was just one of those fortunate closings where it just rocketed up sideways. I exited at the end of the day of 440.31, entered 438.93. So great trade, but return to value V1s, V2s are some of my favorite approaches. I also trade something called a higher low V1, V2, but if you'd like to learn more, I have a weekend review podcast every Saturday on YouTube. I go over all my trades, talk about when I entered them, why I entered them, what the strategy I was, and always, most importantly, how I am going to manage them going forward. So if you're interested, watch my YouTube channel on the weekends for the weekend review of all my trades. But I hope this was helpful, and like I said, if you'd like to learn more about V1s, V2s, check out my free video in my YouTube channel in the lessons playlist. So anyway, hope this was helpful. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the very video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.